A video. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1. Mike V. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's Michael Venezia, 11:06 Monday morning, July 12th. Here we are on TradeView Markets website. Let's log into TradeGate Hub as usual. The routine is the same for everybody, including myself. Log in, and we're going to tell you what's going on, how we're going to make money and take some money out of the market today. For those that are regulars, welcome again. I hope we've been doing well. We've been making some decent calls here, and we'll go over them. Always, as you can see on the top right here, go back and listen to the videos. You know what I mean? As I said before, my win percentage is between like 64 and 68%. I'm wrong a lot. And this isn't an I told you so video. The bottom line is I even go back myself and go back and look at the calls and why. And if I'm wrong, I want to know why. And sometimes besides, writing down your trades or going over your trades on a weekly basis or even on a daily basis, if you will. I actually don't do it on a daily basis. I'm not going to lie. And I use that term just for exaggeration, if you will. I'm not going to lie, but I don't look at my numbers. And the good part is I don't have to look at my numbers. And the reason being, I've been trading full time at a high, arguably high, no, not at all, at a high level for over 25 years. So I would say, my numbers are what they are, and they're not going, and they don't lie. And it's amazing. It is amazing when you're consistent with your plan and your style, how over now I'm going on decades. It is what it is. I don't care if I'm old, I'm here to teach you. And that's what you get by experience and knowledge. It's amazing how narrow the numbers stay in the range. They very rarely, everybody's got a bad loser, it skews up your numbers for the short term. But as time goes by, the numbers stay consistent. The reason why I don't look at my numbers on a daily basis is because I know what the numbers are. I got a feel of what's going on. I know how I'm doing. And isn't that the ultimate way to do your job and your passion is to just do what you know and do what you do best. And, the results will follow. I mean, that's where you want to be. You're a baseball player and you love going out there and smelling the grass and diving for the ball and you do the right things and work. You know what? Your batting average is going to show. And even if you're a good, TradeView is a team oriented firm. Hence a lot of our guys are rugby guys, educated rugby guys. And even if they're not, they're rugby guys. We're at a high level and we sponsor a lot of rugby events and teams. It's because there's a team it's a team atmosphere. 4 eyes are better than 2. 6 eyes are better than 4. 12 eyes are better than 6. So with that being said, let's go to what's going on here today. All right. I forgot to post a good morning. I actually posted it late. This is my MO, to punch the Gordon Gecko good morning by the beach. So if you saw somebody else posting that wasn't consistent with me, it wasn't an imposter, it was myself. But always, look at Mike Santoli. Go over what Mike Santoli is today. I might have said this a couple of times, whatever. Go over today what he said, Mike Santoli said today. Actually, I sent 2 videos. He's on the TV right now saying this. And you know what he said? I wrote it down. He says, Friday, which was a huge up day as the market hit all-time highs. And by the way, here we are with the indicator. We are stretched. So Friday, when the the advances to declines were almost 9-1, that is a sign of usually a market bottom capitulation. Could be the reverse on a market top. I'm not calling the market top. All advice I've seen within those 20 plus years is that the biggest moves are made at the end of runs. And when we go to my screen, you'll see a lot of stocks are making big runs at the end. So with that being said is we're stretched. Okay, keep that in mind. The fear and greed, this actually has been coming down a little bit. By no means is everybody all in the pool. It's getting close. This is the S&P today. The S&P, well, keep in mind it's here. It's still stretched. The NASDAQ having a nice day today. It's going to be again stretched. Crude reversed. It was down a couple percent. Now it's positive. That's arguable if it's stretched. Here's the latest update on hedge funds hedge fund exposure. So now, see, I'll give you an example. When the hedge funds are at their highest and buying, the market usually comes in. When they're at the lowest, the market usually goes. The bottom line is when hedge funds keep buying and buying and buying, and we're at these highs, it gets to be a little bit bearish because you know what? I don't think the retail investor is going to propel the 100 shares of Apple another dollar as opposed to hedge funds, buying whatever it is, 10, 20, 40,000 shares. Goldman indicator slightly stretched. That's okay. I always post the sector sentiments. That's up to you. I post these actually that's the world indexes. I apologize. This is the sector. The world index have come in nicely. As I said, it shouldn't take much selling from here before favorable risk reward signals across the board. Now we're an international firm, as you know, so I'm open to suggestions on everybody around the world. I'm being dead serious, by the way, on what people like or even any indices out there. Here is as I said before, sector sentiment. Always go by the best of breed and respective, either if it's overbought or oversold. A couple of best of breed stocks to see how they're doing. That's usually a sign of either a top or a turnaround or a sign of relative strength, if you will. New York Times short interest ratio, read that on your own time. Here's the economic calendar for today. The largest jumps in RSI over the last 2 weeks have come from rare earth metals. Those are the hottest ones today. There's the earning list. Friday's top movers. As I said, do yourself a favor, for lack of a better term. Write a list down, top 5 or maybe top 10 or bottom 5 or bottom 10 on what are pure plays. Here they are right there. On Friday, snow. At almost 300% of its volume. It finished near the high and it had a nice range. Let's look at the range in snow. This is where the range is. Yeah. Today's range. Snow on Friday had a huge range and finished near the high. Let's just go back. I didn't even look at snow today because I'm not in it. Let's see where snow is today. Am I on the right screen here? Snow. Snow's down 6. I gotta keep my eye on it. Okay. Let's see if I'm sharing the same screen, by the way, so I don't get scolded as get a new share screen. Okay. Now snow. What would I have done, for an example? Hold on. If I own snow. Well, it opened unchanged as the market opened down, 20 handles or something like that. It is holding the 200-day, which is a positive. It had monstrous volume on Friday. And if it doesn't hold the 200-day at 260, certainly it might go a little lower and hold this triple here. 253. My point is, that's one that might not have worked. But by the way, snow is, for a $300 stock, it's down to 1.4% or 1.3%. I don't think that that's bad. So there's snow, there's KSU, there's Billy, Overstock. I'm just getting, you have to trade your own parameters or your own style. But here, certainly we're here to give you stocks. Here's relative volume leaders. Every stock on this board was traded over 4 times its relative volume for that day. So, the stock selection shouldn't be an issue. How to trade them is a little bit more of an issue. Anyway, let's move on. Cryptocurrency volume. I gave that story. Cheesecake volume, need edge higher. Here are the pre-market movers in the morning. TPST higher now. Pardon me. RZAZ, I actually bought that on the low today. It was a poor trade. I got out even, but that was I just needed a long and it didn't work. I didn't get hurt in it, but there were better. I missed out on opportunities. Space, we're going to go over that at the right time, obviously, what that one did and why. Jim Cramer came out and says, that's self-explanatory. You can read that. I give you the upgrades and downgrades by Walter Bloomberg. I even give you the stocks that are trending in Wall Street bets, what they're playing. And this is what they're playing. So I think that's value added, for lack of a better term. Here were the stocks I'm looking at in the middle of the day. These were the movers. MTSL. Let's look at these. MTSL, SGOC, Seed, Spice right here, and pins. They're on the low with decent volume and news. So, okay. So that's what you want, range, volume, and news and good price action. So now what are we going to do with it? Also going lower, these are stocks that on my personal queries, high volume, low float movers. All these stocks as of 10:30 were on the high. So let's write down 10:30, no, 10:15. Let's get specific, as we should be. Seed at 10:15 was there. SQM, I'm in it. ALB, those are lithium players. All right, so you get the picture. This is what I gave you a little bit of look at in the middle of the day. Also, I wanted to make another point. Let me go to my Twitter feed. And let me get this, by the way, Flow Jesus is something you have to be invited to. And I mean, that's just, I worked my way into it and I'm sharing some of the info here, but it took me a while. You got to be invited to this thing. Here's ALB, LTH. There may be a reason for moving lithium names. China's EV battery sector. There it is. There's the news. So when I saw that news a half an hour ago, we took advantage of it. But I wanted to make another point about what he said. And it was a very good point that I wanted to show you in type about even what pros do. Here we go. As we spoke about this last night, I was invited to a call. We listened to the call. This rotation can go in any direction at this point. He already shifted a couple of times this morning. We're not even an hour in. All right. So if I could give you 1,000 cliches that if it's you, the winners, a winner's a winner usually right away. A winner is a winner usually right away. Also, to sell your losers and hold your winners, and to evaluate and always to look at your plan. So that was what else I was looking at this morning. Stocks making new highs. By the way, all this is right here on the right or here in these stocks. Beautiful. Look at that. That's nice. Stock snapshot. Let's look at the nerve. You know what? That's a NASDAQ stock. Let's look at MU. Got to get MU in there. Earnings. There it is. Nice. I took a position in Sketch today, by the way. Skechers. I'll get around that. Anyway. Okay, stocks making new highs. DFS financials. This is financial week, by the way. If go to TradeGate Hub, go to the room, and I posted earnings for this week, predominantly financials. Who do we have? Visa, Morgan Stanley, KeyBank. I'll blow this up a little bit after as time goes on. Pioneer. It's a real earnings season goes. And you know what? They're holding them. They held them up into the end of the quarter, and they are holding up into the earnings season to a degree. The rotation is evident, but expectations are so high that I think there's going to be a lot of sell the pop into earnings. So depending on where the stocks have been in the rotation. With that being said, there's my Twitter feed. I usually post things upon here. It's purely financial. Now let's go to the screen and let's go, as Warner Wolf said, let's go to the videotape and what we're doing going forward. New share screen. Boom. Okay. Lithium stocks. I said that at 10:15. LAC. Remove this. This is the laggard, a lithium battery. But you know what? I was late to the party. What am I? $1,400 in it. Big deal. But it's near the high. 10:15 though was when we alerted. Here's 10:15 on the bottom. So I bought it a little bit late, but if you bought LTHM at 10:15 when it came across the scanner, that was at a 10:53, went to 21.22. SQM, by the way, the best of European breed or South American breed. It's a Chilean battery company. Anybody want to correct me on that one? But you know what? We can look right here. What's SQM? This is what the Rhino Trader gives you, right? The fundamentals. SQM, yeah, it's a Chile producer of potassium nitrate and iodide. By the way, this remix, as we speak, as I posted, is the hottest sector. And by the way, it's a buy and a pullback. This cycle is gonna continue. This has not stopped. Let's look at a monthly. Oh God. All right, remixes. That's on the actually. I'm in some of them now, but this ETF is when you're going to be want to be long for the long term. I said I bought Skechers this morning. I'm in it. Why? I'm hearing a lot of talk how Nike's acting good and people taking a position in Nike, and they should look at Nike at the year high. So I did buy Skechers. I like this company. I like the stock. I like it to hold above the gap. And by the way, this stock is sexy. It's had it in it. I think it was $200 at one point. Oh, Skechers. Yeah, I'm in it. I bought today and I'm going to buy more. Skechers. I wanted to point out space. The typical, this is what happened in space. Okay. And I was telling the guys this morning, space today opened, if you can see it, the prices are right here, by the way, at 50.75. Okay. After the first guy in the history went to space, space opened up $1.50. Do you know space was a better long if it opened up at 100? I knew it was a short because it only opened up $2. It was a better long if it opened up 50 than it opened up 2. And that was evident right there. And I learned that over my years of trading. If space open pre-market was trading up $30, I would have bought it. But the fact that it couldn't even break a new high on major news, couldn't even break a monthly high, I knew that there was something up right there, and that wasn't a trap for the Wall Street Bets guys to trap the shorts. This is a stock that trades. It's traded 80 million, 5 times its number by 11:22 a.m. So I don't know what it's going to do here. I don't know what I would do. I mean, the juice is out of the punch bowl, as my mentor told me. Here's the gap. Everybody's looking at the gap right here. I get it. They're all looking at the gap. That's why it's here for now. I'm sorry, but the line's not straight, but you get the picture. You know what I mean? Let's go to the weekly. Nothing. I don't see any options. Hold on. Let's go to my guy. I don't see any space options going off at all. So I don't have an interest. I don't even think they're playing. They're trying to speculate on space. It's made its move. It's going to rest. It's a story stock, and it's a incident stock. You know, I don't think they're going to pre-announce good order. You know, they're not going to pre-announce good orders or something. They're only going to be as good as their last launch, I believe, right? So you know what, you got to wait. You want to spec in something, buy some calls, and or do it. Go from there. Let's go to hold on. So that's space. The hottest stocks as we speak now are MTSL. These are for the active traders. Stock has gone from, by the way, there's the price from 4 to 9 on 25 million. You can't, this is a whole type of, these stocks get halted for imbalances. So, you can't be really trading Citibank. The other one is this, the hot one of the day everybody's chirping about, SGOC. Yes, it followed through, but let me look what 2 days ago. Don't be like, if it didn't finish up here and you didn't miss it. This stock finished near the low on Friday. The high, it closed at 9. Yeah, it wasn't a take. This is where it closed. It closed at 8. The high of the day was 18. So if it even closed in the middle of the hall. So you know what? You take it. This is a gambling stock. I have a thick skin, as thick as they come, man. But this is a gambling stock for me. What's the volume in this? 65 million. Well, what are you gonna do? Seed. What's that doing? Oh my God, Seed. That was low. That was alerted at 10:15 again. Seed. Just let me show you again. Seed. These stocks, 10:13. Extreme volume on the high at 10:15. You took a stab, bought 4,000 at 10:15. At 10:05, you're sitting at 13, and it's going higher. What's the RSI? Still going higher. Oh, you know what? There's the 200 day. It's not going much higher. If it goes above the 200 day, it might go to here, but I would say the juice is running out of the punch bowl. Matter of fact, I'd probably sell it here. Seed, selling it. With that being said, is all right. So that's the stock we gave you that's in play. What else are we looking at? I'll show you. Let me look at this one. What Rhino Trader does, you can set up these scanners. They take too long. SNMP at the high. INMD. Ooh. SPI. What are you doing? No interest off the high. LAC. We're in it. We're going to buy more. Buy 1,000 LAC market. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Put our money where the mouth is. JKS. Hot stock. Solar stock. Ugh, JKS. By the way, for those that do listen, the book's coming out shortly. This was my biggest loser in my past decade. I actually could have been a lot worse. JKS went from, I have to bring it up, 23 to 90. And by the way, that's 9/15, 3 weeks. Even these crazy stocks go into, even the crazy ones come down. XPEP came down right away. They even had JKS. You know what? The bottom line is, and I was talking to Rich, our guy, about this, trivia guy. Put your ego aside. If it's a long, it's a long. Could be a long. JKS is up there. YOU, I've been on it. L Brands. This is a prototypical or prototypical what's going on. L Brands. New highs, multi-year highs. Victoria's Secret. What's Macy's doing? Macy's, nothing. Actually, not bad. Jwin. I like Jwin better. Let's look at Dillard's, the Wall Street Bets one. So when I see stocks like LB making year highs, I go to the rest of the department stores. I bought more Diddy calls. That's not good. Diddy's going lower. Diddy. P. Diddy. All right. The bottom line with Diddy, now that we just bought a little, is the IPO low is what? 11.11. You don't want it to do that. P. Diddy. All right. By the way, I only bought I'll show you what I bought. What did I buy? P. Diddy. I bought the August 12 calls for P. Diddy. Now let me look to my, there you go. Negative breath. He's right. DTSS, Mr. Profit. It's a beauty, huh? All right, so we're on this one. DTSS from 2 to 4. 24 million. It's a one-day wonder. If I didn't get it now, I'm not going to get it. It's a one-day wonder. The stock never followed through twice. Let them keep doing it. Not for me. Matter of fact, the volume just came. What was I going to sell before? Seed? Did that come in? The seed broke high. All right, now it's a play again. They got everybody to break the double bottom. The double top, I mean. Now you need confirmation on seed. As I said before, the 200 days a little bit of resistance, but that's only a technical thing. You can't stop that Momo. What else we got going on? ARC bearish. Okay. You know what I'm going to do to finalize it? Let's go to share. Where's the share? Where's the share? Where's the share? Share. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. I got so many windows open, but that's okay. Okay. Here we are, top list as of now. What's going on at 11:30 Eastern? What am I looking at? Seed. Large range with change from the open. I'm on the list there. Seed. MTSL reversed. Those are the spice. Let's get it sexy stocks. Still near the low. Pins I got my eye on. Good volume today near the low was the range. Today's range. Pins has a $4 range. Beautiful. LB $3 range. Goldman Sachs is a $12 range. Snow. There you go. What's that thing? Get out of there. Snow. Snow's bouncing, isn't it? That was down 10. No, it went down lower. Tesla, $23. Okay, let's look at the high right now. CPE near the high, no volume. Cough. Morgan Stanley, keep an eye. A&F. A lot of people along this A&F. Retailer. Goes with L Brands. Why not? Seed still there. Marna. JP Morgan. Fizzler. Get in it. Goes with Jax. What's near the low? Pins. I don't like it. I don't like pins. I don't like pins. Space. Let's go to my alert list. Anything moving as we speak? Seed still there. BTZ. Extreme volume all-time high. Okay, write it down. BTZ. Extreme volume all-time high. What's BTZ? We'll get it. You know what? Tune into TradeGate Hub later. I'll comment it after. Turbo breakup, car breakup, extreme volume, seed. Biggest loser with large range. This is what you really want. What a great query. My boy Francis did a great job on this. DDB. They're killing Kathy today. Pins. JMIA. The African Baba. But you know what? There's a lot more longs than shorts. You know what? This is the strength of the market. There are a lot more stocks on the high than a lot more stocks on the low. So, pardon me, I got to run because I got to do a little bit more research here. But the bottom line is, do I get any questions? No, I usually get a couple of questions. I want to do that. So anyway, tune into TGH. Going to be posting some pure plays. I take all and any questions. Coach, beautiful. I don't do anything lately without a coach commenting on these things. Nice, coach. Nice job, coach. Thank you, coach. Okay, guys. So get in. Yeah, it's a Monday afternoon. There's going to be some profit taking. You know what? The most important time is going to be how they close today. That will be a decent indication of how they might open up in the morning. It's going to be how they close and with volume. So until then, it's a Monday around 11:30 Eastern. Thanks for tuning in. I'll take any and all questions at all time. Do I have any here? Thanks, Coach. Okay, everybody, have a good day. I'm going to get back to work and revamp my plan. Revamp my plan. The XM call spreads. AV ARC bearish. They're still bearish on the ARC. All right, guys. Everyone have a good day. Tune in lately. I'll be posting. Cheers.